Hello there guys and welcome back to another live stream here on the VV Thomas platform. Today we will be racing in the Formula 1 Racing League as it is going to be season 4 round 6 of the United States Grand Prix. We've got some very exciting drivers on the grid today. We have got Josip, we've got Abominator, we've got a new driver, which is going to be two drivers actually, V3F1 Maybank and V3F1 Shocky, my apologies. I call him Shoko. I'm gonna keep calling him Shoko. It's quite funny. I'm gonna keep calling him Shoko. Blah, blah. So yeah, I mean the standings are quite close. I think Lord Jinzi is still up in P1, although he did have a disappointing race last week. I'm just gonna have a quick check in the driver standings. So we've got Lord Jinzi in P1. He's got a lead of 9 points. Tyler is in P2 and Josip is in P3. So we've got quite of a close grid in the top 3. So it's still a big question who's going to win this Drivers' Championship. There's more than half of the races of the calendar still to be driven on track. So this one is also a very important one. Austin, usually not an easy track to score points on. But I'm pretty sure the top guys will once again battle for the most points on the grid. We've got Josip, we've got Tyler, and we have Lord Jinzi. I don't see Lord Jinzi in the lobby, guys. Lord Jinzi doesn't seem to be in the lobby. Where is Tyler? He's not going to be there either. So Josip is going to be scoring a big time points for the Haas team if he can manage to get on the grid, to get good points. We've got a couple of new guys, as I said already. We do have one driver called Shasa, all the way in P5. He's a new driver. We've got Stripper Dave. Hopefully he's not going to strip in his car, because that wouldn't end up too well. He's in P9 in the Williams team. And then we've got his teammate Shoko in P15 and Maybank in P16. So all those guys are new to the grid. I think there are a couple of guys coming from the Torque Titans Racing League, if I'm not mistaken, but I could totally be wrong. Here comes Josip in a fast lap as that Aston Martin driver goes to the side quite nicely. As Josip, of course, a very fast driver. Croatian driver too. We don't see Croatian drivers on the grid very often, and I'm not too sure about other leagues, but I haven't seen one. I think this is the first time I've seen a Croatian driver. I think Eslovak is also a Croatian driver, but he's not racing here. Josip, I think he's using no ABS, and that usually makes it very difficult to break through that corner, because you kind of want to turn into that corner already while being in the braking zone, but of course that's not very suggested. Here comes Josip into the last sector of the track. He's got that Red Bull driver right behind him, but Josip seems to be on a fast lap, coming around the last couple of corners. Will it be a good time for the Croatian driver? He's going to be the first driver to come across the line. There's a little bit of a snap going on to that curb. A 132.9 might not be the best time out there. As you can see, Archie puts himself on pole with a 132.7, 2/10 faster than Mr. Josip in P2. And I'm not 100% sure who's going to be able to compete with those guys up at the top. Maybe Sheepy Kev. You might want to put the lap data on too. Sheepy Kev currently entering Sector 3, as he's just entered Sector 3. 13.1 is the time he's set in Sector 1 and Sector 2. So he does need to drive for a couple of more seconds to be able to come across the line. Of course, if you crash out right now, you're not going to put yourself on pole, which is quite obvious. And the actual F1 has started again. So I'm quite excited to see what kind of teams, what kind of drivers will put themselves in the front of the pack. We saw Verstappen once again with a very outstanding performance in week 1. Sheepy Kev puts himself in P4 at the moment. And then today, I think we had Carlos Sainz in P1, wasn't he? Maybank on the mediums. What a brave situation for the Mercedes driver. He seems to be very fast on those mediums, though. Jake Clark, a very unfamiliar face of the field, the 132.6. And I think that is something here in Austin that you really need to watch out for. You want to go on track as late as possible because the track heats up quite fast and your car is way faster while your tires are way faster when the track is very hot. Obviously not too hot because then they're overheating and then it's also very difficult to race on a track. But I think in qualifying, it doesn't matter too much right now. I mean, look at that. Jake Clark, he's the first one. Well, he's the last one to come across the line. We're on board with Maybank as he is going to be putting a slower time in than Sheepy Kev, but he is on those medium tires, so he might be able to gain some time here in Sector 3, or will he come into the pits? Possibly not. He might want to finish off this qualifying lap. He doesn't have too much fuel. Ooh, he does have enough ERS left. It's about 45% coming across that long right-hander. Very difficult section if your tires are overheating. And here he comes around the last corner. And will that be a fastest lap for Maybank? I don't think so. It will be a 134.6. Puts himself all the way in P11. Might have underestimated those medium tires a little bit. Overestimated. My apologies. Yo, Ben Franz, how are you doing, mate? Is that Benji or is that Arkid? I have no idea. I don't think it's Arkid because Arkid is not in the race, is he? Oh, he is. He's in P19. Oh, but he's on a fast lap, so that's not going to be Arkid. Benji, are you not taking part? Where are you? Call me Arkid, coming around the last corner. This might be one of the faster laps on the grid. This might be a pole time. This is going to be a pole time, a 132.5 for the Red Bull driver. It's Benji. Okay, fair enough, mate. Shaza, coming around the last corner. It will be a 133.3 to put himself in P6. Not a bad lap. He managed to get in front of Sheepy Kev here. Why are you not racing, Benji? Not in the league anymore. Again? Ben, why? Why? We miss you. Well, already. It's only been one race, but... Why are you not racing anymore, buddy? Oh, look at that Red Bull team up into P1 and P3. Beautiful. Absolute beautiful. Choco put himself in P10. Not bad, but I think I expect a little bit more from him after seeing that V3 F1. Oh, isn't that the league that is Vini Vici something? Vini Vici, I don't know actually. Josip puts himself on pole for now, 132.4, almost 300s faster than Call Me Arkid. So the track is definitely heating up. Josip, who improved by quite a couple of tenths. I ain't coming back, wasn't enjoying this league anymore, only left this one. Oh, okay, Benji. Fair enough. Oh, you left the server in general, or just the racing? Let's go on board with someone else here. Archie. Mate, we have 3 Archies again. How many Archies are there in England anyway? Look at this. What's the chance? You've got 20 people on the grid. Maybe, let's say, 15 of them are English. Three drivers out of 15 people. That's a fifth. That's 20%. That's not that doesn't make sense. Imagine if one of the, for example, Shoko or Maybank's name is like Archie too, and you don't know about it. Benji, why? Why? Because you were having a good race. You were just not, you know, performing on track. Is how you could say. It has nothing to do with the league, does it? I didn't even know an Archie in real life. Yeah, it's a little bit the same as it's Thomas in like Belgium. You don't hear many Thomases, but I used to have. Well, you do hear many Thomases, but just I don't know any other Thomas. Well, except for the guy that was in the same class as I was for 6 years straight, and I was Thomas 1 and he was Thomas 2, or the other way around. I don't know anymore. Archie on a fast lap though. Oh, he invalidated. We might want to go on to someone else. JT Gent, is he going to be able to put himself somewhere in the top 15, which he hasn't been able to do in the last couple of races? And JT Gent, consistent guy, does spin quite often, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Fair enough, Benji. Yeah, I mean, if something doesn't suit your expectations, you should better step away from it. But good to see that there's 19 people in the lobby today, so I mean. Lloyd Butler in the chat says, why did you leave, Benji? And then Ben says, were you Div 1 or Div 2? I can't remember. I had 5-6 Bens in my year when I was in school. Like at least one in my class. Fair enough, Benji. But is it Ben or is it Benji? Because why are you calling yourself Benji if your name is Ben? That's my question. I mean, I'm not laughing with the name Benji, though. We'll ask you on a fast lap. Just entered one. Ooh, apparently Mr. Arkid is running no TC. Arkid, every time I read your name, I'm reading Ben Balsek, but it doesn't say Ben Balsek, it says Ben Balshaw. It just reads better. I'm just gonna call you Balsek from now on. That would be funny. That would be funny as hell. Oh, that would be funny as hell. Yeah, I'm... Yo, Arkid, Oh, wait, it's Benjamin. I have many nicknames. Benji is one of them. People call me in real life. Fair enough. How are there 3 Bens here? No, oh yeah, another Ben guy. There's 3 Bens in the chat. There's 3 Archies on screen today. Oh my days. This is crazy. But everyone calls me Ben, obviously. Fair enough, Ben G. I mean, whatever. 3 Bens in chat and 3 Archies who race. Yes, indeed. Too many horrific crashes with the walls. Lloyd. Let's not get a... Wait, Lloyd, aren't you racing here? Oh, we'll ask you coming around the last corner. It's not going to be pole, though. Probably not even top 15. Nah, it won't be. 4 seconds slower. So, he's currently in P5 with a 133.3. So, he's been on 6 laps on these tires already. Why would you do that? We love Ben's. Stripper Dave in the chat. Benji Button. Ben. Let's go. Arkid is Balsec for me now, to be honest. Mr. Balsec. And then we've got... Oh, I have a couple of fun names already. So we have got Josip. Well, Josip is the Croatian. Then we've got Call Me Arkid is Balsec. Mr. Where is he? Sheepykev is the sheep fucker. No, it was the sheep shagger. That was it. Kev the sheep shagger. And then we have Mr. Shoko here. Shoki in P13. Is there anything else we have? I don't think so. Well, we have Archie 1, 2, and 3, but I think that's it. And we've got the stripper too. Stripper Dave. Oh, mate, these names. They're getting better each week. Josip is on a fast lap again. As he's now entering that slow left-hander, kind of a U-turn. It reminds me of turn 5 in Abu Dhabi. Kind of has the same feeling, Butler, why would you go to Scotland? Oh, on the train coming home from Scotland. Oh, that's nice, Lloyd. What did you do in Scotland? Ooh, Josip is up on his time, 1.1 tenths. He has a little bit of a snap through that part of the track, though. I think he might have lost some time coming through that fast right-hander. Will he be able to complete this without crashing? Should be. Here he comes. Fast left-handers. Coming around the last corner. Will it be the fastest lap for Josip? It definitely looks like it. Almost invalidates there. 132.3. Almost a tenth of an improvement. And the question is, what will Call Me Our Kid do? He's not come out of the pits yet. I think everyone will start coming out right now, but the track will be very busy. Someone in the chat says that Elias needs to pick up the pace. Ah, work. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. What do you do for work, Lord? If you don't mind me asking. I mean, if you don't want to share it, that's all right. I'm gonna go on board with my good buddy Twoform. He's also a Belgian driver, and as Belgians, we need to support each other. So let's do that real quick. Twoform now on an outlap. Yes, we might want to go on board with some other guys. Call Me Our Kid. Is he gonna make it? Is he gonna make it in time? No, still 3 minutes. So a lap takes about 1.3. What 1.5 minutes. But here's the thing, an outlap takes about 1.5 minutes too. So, and if you ruin your last lap, your qualifying lap, you're not gonna be able to go for another one. So is this the best strategy? Might not be, but you are sure of having the fastest lap out there and the fastest track conditions. Because the more you're gonna stay, well, the longer you're gonna stay out, the more heated the track is gonna be. Twoform is going to start his fast lap, and he's a little bit lucky. So are the other guys just coming across the line. I think that is going to be JT Gen, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's going to be Bobinator, Neston Martin. That might be Shaza. So all those guys are quite lucky because in front of them there's 5 or 6 people who have just come on an outlap, and they will heat up the track a little bit for them. Twoform also quite lucky. Doesn't have anyone very close to him. I think his teammate is slowing down. Is that Mr. Maybach? He's on an outlap, so he should actually give him a tow if he could. Just a little bit of teamwork for the Mercedes team. It doesn't look like a Maybach is slowing down anytime soon. He's just entered Sector 2. So unfortunately, I don't think that Elias will be getting a tow. And I'm pretty sure he's listening. No pressure on the shoulders of the Belgian driver. He's managed to get into the top 11, but will he be able to put himself in the top 10, potentially top 5? Let's see if he's up on his time coming through Sector 2. Till he comes. Ah, fair enough, Lloyd. Ah, that's quite fun. That's quite fun. I do have to say that. Down the main straight he goes. Twoform will be able to drain all of his ERS and DRS down the straight. It's a very long straight where you're going to be able to make the overtake during the race, and then you've got a good overtaking corner right behind it, right after it, which is going to be a 90 degrees corner. A lot of runaway room for the guys to try and make the move around the outside. Even if they get pushed a little bit wide, they will be able to make the overtake. Still 2 tenths up for the Belgian driver. That will put him somewhere in the top 8. He will be better than Shipikev, Stripper Dave, Shoko, Kodapic, all those guys in front of him. So will he be able to catch a couple of tenths here in Sector 3? And then he will possibly be in the top 5. Does need to improve a little bit more. Catches that curb quite nice on the exit. What will Twoform do coming around the last corner? It will be an improvement. It will be P8 for Twoform for now. A 133.5. He won't be able to go out for another one. Shipikev might be up on his time, although he's 1/10 slower. And the big man to look at is Call Me Our Kid. Just started this fast lap, and he should be able to improve. So you might want to go on board with Call Me Our Kid. I'm just going to count the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Coming through turn 8 into turn 9. Just going to be a fast left-hander. And then we've got turn 10. Obviously, we've got turn 11 coming up. Just going to be that long runaway room. Kind of reminds me of turn 5 in Abu Dhabi. And then we've got that long straight. Call Me Our Kid. Will he be improving? And we will see when he comes across that line in Sector 2. Takes a lot of track limits here, trying to avoid that curb on the exit. And will that be a better Sector 2? Should be. It looks quite nice here from Call Me Our Kid. A 1.2.3. He's not up in his time, but maybe Sector 3 was his pain point. And if that's his main point, he can only improve from there and kind of take lessons from the mistakes he's made. Josip for now still in P1. And Call Me Our Kid needs to improve by about 2/10. There's someone going very slow. That is an Alfa Romeo. Almost invalidates Call Me Our Kid coming around the last corner. And he's going to invalidate. No, he's not going to invalidate. A 132.5 didn't improve on his time. And that will be your qualifying over. 2 form is not going to improve anymore. 16 seconds slower. And here is... Oh, wait, Archie. Archie put himself in P13. Not bad at all. But 2 form managed to get into the top 10. The only drivers who were able to improve were... Archie, I think Angry Guns, if I'm not mistaken. Archie, the other Archie, only put himself in P5. And Will Askew managed to get into P4. So we see some very unfamiliar faces in the top 5. Will Askew, Jay Clark, Maybank, who has done a pretty good job here. Stripper Dave in P12, not bad at all, the newbie. And then we've got Shoko, also a newbie, in P14. The guys at the back of the grid, Tyler managed to join very late. Will he be doing another last to first challenge? As Tyler, he wants to grab as many points as possible for that Drivers' Championship. He needs to benefit from the fact that Lord Jinzi is not in the lobby today, and that Josip is a fast driver, but he sometimes makes small strategical mistakes. That's how he lost that, gave away that Silverstone win. I think he gave it away to Mr. Adrian, who's not in the lobby today, unfortunately. But here we go. Oh, wait, hold up. And I need to remove my camera. I'm just gonna do that real quick. How can I do that? Here we go. Camera. There we go. All right, so Josip in P1, Call Me Our Kid in P2, and then we've got Jay Clark in P3. Further, we've got Will Askew, Archie, Shasa, Angry Guns, Maybank, Archie, 2 Form, Sheepy Kev, Stripper Dave, Archie, Shoko, Kodapic, JT Gent, Dunsby, Brad Races, Abominator, and then Tyler all the way at the back of the grid. Let's go back to the front, as it is once again very close in the midfield. We've got 3/10s for Jay Clark, Will Askew, and Archie. Then we've got a little gap between them. And then we've got a couple of guys with 7/10s, 8/10s slower. As that is going to be very, very close. During the race, too, these guys have shown some very good battles. Make sure to let me know what your prediction is for the race win in the chat. That would be very much appreciated. And what will your strategy be? Oh, never mind. It's going to be raining, so that will be intermediates. Or wets. That could also be the possibility, but I think intermediates... It's not raining very heavy, and I don't think there's many tropical rains in Austin either. So the chance that there's going to be a wet tire situation, I don't think it's very high. You've got that more in like Japan, Singapore, all those tropical countries. Brazil could also be a very tropical one when the rain is coming from the Amazon. What else do you have? Let me have a quick think. I don't think the rain comes actually from the Amazon. It comes from the seas, doesn't it? Or could it be coming from inland? I don't know. If the rain comes from inland and comes from the Amazon, you're gonna be having a lot of rain in Brazil. What other countries could there be? Maybe, I don't know if Australia is actually a very tropical one. Mexico is also not a very tropical one. We have a formation lap first. Let me think of some other ones. Belgium could be a very... Well, it's not very tropical, but it rains a lot here in Belgium. As we saw during 2021, if I'm not mistaken. And everyone is on the intermediates, like I guessed already. And let's have a quick look with the position changes. Bro, it says Jay Clark in the chat. How are you doing, buddy? You got in P3. Congratulations, bro. What's up? Tell me. Can you tell Dunsby to invite on PS, please? I mean, I can invite you if you want. Just add me. Add me, mate. I'll invite you. My name is TTV VB Thomas. It's here. Wait, hold up. You can't see it. Okay. It's TTV minus VB Thomas. Hold up. I don't think Dunsby watches his phone, if I'm being honest. I put it in the chat, by the way, but... Oh, Hacker Racing, by the way, thank you for the subscription, mate. Really appreciate it. And did you invite me already, buddy? Rain in Texas is what Elvija says. Well, Josip. And let me have a quick look. I don't have an invite yet. Jay, send me an invite or I won't be able to invite you. Dunsby, if you can hear this, you have to invite Jay Clark. I don't think he's in the lobby yet. He's still ghosted. He didn't send me an invite. Jay, this is your only option. I won't be doing it during the race start, bro. I gave you enough time. Look how this car backs up the grid. I'm just checking out. It doesn't look like he's gonna send me an invite, guys. One more check. Nope. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ready. Here we are, guys. Jay Clark, I can join back. Why can't you join back? Keep getting error. Oh, that's unfortunate, mate. That's unfortunate. If you still want me to try to send you an invite, I'll do it after the race start. Guys, we are here in Formula 1 Racing League, Season 4, Round 6 of the Austin Grand Prix. We've got 5 red lights. And away we go. Josip with a pretty bad start. It seems like Call Me Our Kid can already go down the inside. There's a lot of runaway room around the outside, but Call Me Our Kid will not go for it. Will Askew with the overtake. Jay Clark drops back to P7 already. We've got Will Askew side by side with Shasa. As the Red Bull driver is also trying to make a move down the inside. Here's the outside line. And that will be side by side through that S section here by the Red Bull driver and Shasa. How will things play out? It seems like Shasa takes P4 for now. But how long will it take before Archie can make that overtake? Shasa with the overtake. 2 positions gained already. As it seems like Jay Clark losing 9. Unfortunately, nobody really loses a lot of position. Tyler already up in P14. We've got a little overtake here. The AlphaTauri down the inside. That's going to be Sheepy Kev making a deep launch. And Maybank goes a little bit too deep. Stripper Dave is going to be able to benefit from that mistake by the Mercedes driver. Also at the back of the grid, they're having a heated battle. Here comes Tyler around the outside, gets overtaken by Shoko. Tyler around the outside. No, he's the one making the overtake into that slow left-hander. Oh, and there goes Mr. Maybank already out of the race, but he can still join on track. Well, not out of the race, but out of the, off track. Tyler now down the inside of Shoko once again, as I think he had a little bit of a snap there. Almost went into the back of Shoko. Shoko now with a good move, trying to capitalize from that mistake from Tyler. And here comes Archie on the tail of the Williams driver, as I think Tyler already gained 9 positions. So once again, a good race start from the Haas driver. And he's probably got... Oh, there's a very big something in my room. Oh, man. How did that get here? Oh, fuck that. Here comes Archie down the inside of Shoko. And that is once again going to be a good overtaking opportunity. Tyler now, he's got to patiently wait. The Belgian driver is not someone who you can easily overtake. Shasa up in P3. Oh, and Will Askew crashed out of the race as he already somewhere in the wall. Didn't see him. I think it must have been somewhere on the left side of the track. Now Tyler trying to play it easy. Archie with a little bit of an awkward line right in front of 2 for him. And here comes Tyler right on the tail of the Belgian driver. He still has one more right-left corner section to take. And then he will be able to make that overtake with a good exit coming through that corner. Doesn't look like it. I think it was turn 9. And 2 for him might be up for a move. Down the inside he goes with a deep dive from Archie. Doesn't leaves enough space for 2 for him to get past. And he got stuck. Archie, I think he wanted to try and make the switchback work. Oh, and there goes 2 drivers. That's Shoko and Brad Races. Tyler now down the inside. And we've got a virtual safety car. Yellow flags for now. And it's still going to be a question whether the safety car is going to come out. Really, Jay Clark still didn't send me an invite. So I won't be able to invite him back, I'm afraid. Just checking the Discord really quick. And there's no safety car yet. And look at that gap, mate. Call me our kid. Not one of the faster drivers in the wet weather conditions, because he's 3 seconds behind Josip. So Josip really pushing. I don't think he has any, competition here today. I feel like he's very, very, very competitive in the rain. And that also comes along with experience. If you have experience in racing, if you have experience in rainy races, you're going to be a little bit faster when it is going to be a rainy race. The McLaren drivers here in P10 and P11, not the best start they had. I don't think they gained too many positions. And, P10, P11 is not going to give you great points. It's not going to give you too few points either. Dunsby already making the overtake on Kodapik, which shouldn't happen. And Shoko is coming into the pits. He's going to retire already, as that will be our first DNF of today. Archie on the tail of Sasa, as that has been a very long virtual safety car. I do have to say that, as I feel like Archie is struggling a little bit keeping the toe of the Aston Martin driver. We've seen it earlier as Sasa made the overtake on, I think it was Will Askew, and Archie managed to get a little bit closer to the Aston Martin driver, but now he's losing the toe again. 7/10 for the Red Bull driver. He will have an awkward line through that corner. That's a little bit of a snap. Sheepy Kev down the inside, Dynamite straight, as Angry Guns makes the overtake around the outside. And I think Angry Guns has a lot of straight line speed, because otherwise he wouldn't been able to keep that position. Sheepy Kev is going to try to go for it again, and he's made that move in that corner a couple of laps ago. 3 out of the 28 laps. Sheepy Kev with a good exit coming through that corner. Around the outside he goes, but Angry Guns with a good defense down the inside. I think Stripper Dave is now trying to get past Sheepy Kev. It's a heated battle for P6, P5 in a matter of fact, as they're keeping the toe of Shaza and Archie. So it's actually a battle for P3. If Sheepy Kev can get past Angry Guns, and he can get past Shaza, and he can get past Archie, he might be able to get into the top 3, but still a question whether Stripper Dave is going to leave them alone. Sheepy Kev coming back onto the racing line, tried to go down the inside, but he didn't go for it eventually. Tyler is on the tail of these guys. Look at Tyler. He's gained 12 positions. And Stripper Dave goes down the inside of Sheepy Kev. Here he comes. Touches the curb quite nice. Don't touch Sheepy Kev. Tyler trying to make... Oh, and he almost spins the Williams driver. Backs out of it, though. Good job by Tyler backing out of the move, because otherwise that could have ended up fatal. Maybank with a 3-second time penalty. The first penalty of the race. Now Archie has created a gap of 1 second already. Archie also 4 seconds behind Call Me Our Kid. Call Me Our Kid has kind of created some kind of gap to his teammate. Sheepy Kev making the overtake on Angry Guns apparently. And Stripper Dave trying to go down the inside. He goes back onto the racing line. Tyler is kind of annoyed waiting at the moment. I mean, I'm not sure if he's the kind of driver that would... I would say he's the kind of driver that would try to make the overtake straight away. He doesn't have too much straight line speed right now. Here comes Stripper Dave down the inside of Angry Guns. And we've seen that from Stripper Dave a couple of times already. He's trying to go down the inside, but he doesn't force anything. He doesn't force his way through the field. He doesn't force the way. Oh, Tyler with a double overtake through that slow left-hander. What a move from the Haas driver. And as I said before, Stripper Dave is not the guy who's forcing his way through the field, who's forcing his way into a corner. He leaves enough space for the guy around the outside. And I think someone crashed. Sasa, oh, in P11. And he's even going to drop more positions. He also put the fastest lap at 145.7. And Stripper Dave, a very high IQ, racing IQ, on the tail of the Alfa Romeo. And Stripper Dave, oh, a 10-second time penalty for Sasa. Will that be a retirement for the Aston Martin driver? A couple of guys coming into the pits, Maybank and Abominator, for example. Sasa is not going to retire in the pit lane, apparently. Let's go on board with the Aston Martin driver. Excellent move from Tyler. Yes, indeed, Ben. And we've got DRS enabled, so the guys who came into the pits actually have gone for the right strategy, going onto the hard tires. They're gonna try and finish off this race on those hard tires. And this is gonna give some great sparks. The guys ahead are struggling a little bit here. We've got Dunsby and JT Gent, might be the intermediates, which are already, I mean, not done, but they might be overheating already. And pretty soon I've got telemetry, which I will be able to tell you guys whether they are overheating or not by my sponsor. A little promotion there. Tyler now on the tail of Sheepy Kev. Look at that. Five laps into the race, and Tyler has already gained 15 positions. What a guy. He's just, during an actual race, when he is able to qualify, for some reason, he doesn't manage to win races. I mean, I think he won the race last week in Portugal. Or was that not Jay Tyler? I have no idea. Jay Tyler, here I'm saying it again. So who's going to come into the pits? The Red Bull drivers. Oh no, they're too, well, far apart from each other. 5.9 seconds, it will be enough. So everyone is coming into the pits. What will these guys be doing? They're on the hard tires. Are they struggling by any chance? It doesn't look like Maybank is struggling too much. The track is also drying up. And a lot of guys going on to the mediums there. Josip stays out. So is Call Me Our Kid. These guys are staying out on the intermediates. A big mistake. Sasa crashed, retired from the session. He is in the pit lane. No idea what he's done that for, but those are two of the new guys, unfortunately. And it seems like Maybank and Bobinator are gaining 2 positions off that, so they didn't gain too much time going on to the intermediates. But as you can see, Tyler won the last race. Okay, fair enough. But I feel like Tyler sometimes, he's got his good days and he's got his bad days, but when he qualifies at the back of the grid, he's just way faster. Call Me Our Kid loses it on the intermediates. He's gonna get the corner now. Oh no, he's gonna get a 10-second time penalty for that. Call Me Our Kid, 3-second time penalty. Oh, and he spins again into the wall. Almost has broken front wing. Oh, and the race before, oh mate, I'm never mind, Ben. I didn't say anything. Could have been wrong. Oh, mate, Call Me Our Kid. He's got to come into the pits. He's struggling on those intermediates. They're heating up right now. And that's the reason why he's just sliding all over the place. All I wanted to say with Tyler is that he's just on another level when he starts at the back of the grid. I don't know. Oh, and almost goes into the wall. Oh, my days. Call Me Our Kid. What are you doing, mate? That was so close. Stripper Dave? What happened to Stripper Dave? Oh, he lost his car, I think. No way. He stays out again. Josip. What is he doing? What is he doing? Why is he not coming into the pits? He went up to intermediates again. No way. Oh, what a way. Oh, he made a mistake last race too, and now he's on the intermediates. Oh, Jesus. Oh, 6 seconds for Archie. He's gained so much time. Josip will possibly drop back to P12, P13. Look at that. What a way. Tyler will win this race again. A last to first challenge. It kind of feels like Josip is doing this on purpose. It's the second time that Tyler has started from the back that Josip makes a little mistake. On the intermediates, what a guy. Tyler trying to go down the inside. What a way to grab P2 with the DRS. So Ben in the chat says he won the last race from first and he won the one before that on from 20th. So you're right about him performing well from the back. Yeah, so that's the thing, right? The races that he wins, being in P1, starting from P1, he doesn't win those with like 20 seconds ahead. And I think he is faster than the guy who qualified this race in P1. Archie around the outside. Doesn't leave enough space for Sheepy Kev. Does look like it. But what I was saying, you know, you need an immense amount of pace to be able to go from P20 to P1 in 8 laps. That is just not imaginable. That's just crazy. And the pace difference, I think, is quite big when he starts from the back to when he starts from the front. Because when he's at the front, he's not able to keep the guys behind him. But when he's at the back, he's able to catch the guys in front of him. So that's the way how I see it, you know. Just having a quick look with Jay Clark. Did he manage to get joined? Yeah, he managed to join back. Oh, mate, that's so unfortunate. I would even be more frustrated being able to join back and just, you know, being P14. He qualified in P3. What a... Oh, this game is ass, guys. I swear to God, this game is ass. He's on the tail of Brad Races. This Call Me Our Kid dropped back to P9 after those mistakes. He made quite a few that last lap before he came into the pits. Here comes Will Askew down the straight on the McLaren driver. But we might be seeing Archie trying to make a switchback work. He's not going to be able to perform that switchback. But he's got the DRS down the start-finish straight. And then we've got a good overtaking opportunity in turn 1. I would say a lot of runaway room. So a lot of opportunities for Archie to be able to make that move. He does need to keep that toe of the Ferrari driver, which he doesn't seem to be able to get. 5/10 for Archie. Oh, but the Ferrari driver goes a little bit wider. Will Askew struggling a little bit here in sector 3. Archie with the DRS. It's not going to be enough. Will Askew had such a good exit coming through that last corner. Call Me Arcade at 137.3. So you might want to go back to Sheepy Kev, who's been able to keep that toe of Archie quite nice. 7/10 already. And he's going to have the DRS pretty soon. What the fuck is this? Go away. That looks like a fucking flying ant. What the fuck is that? Oh, wait, yo. Go away. What is that? I want a safety car. I want to get this fucking fly away. One second, guys. One second. I will show you guys the thing, but I need to call someone. Hold up. Yo, Apai, why are you joining right at this point? We've got Archie still on the tail of Sheepy Kev. Oh, Call Me Our Kid, managing to get back to the toe of that Mercedes driver. Yeah, Apai, nah, don't worry. They don't care. Call Me Our Kid now on the tail of 2 for him. He's got the DRS, he's got the ERS, he's got everything, making a move down the inside. Here comes Call Me Our Kid. Beautiful move from Call Me Our Kid. And I mistaken him for someone else. Well, not for someone else, but his nationality. I said last week that he was from Scotland. Apparently, he's just a Scouse. So he's going to be from the north of England, if I'm not mistaken. But Archie got overtaken by Sheepy Kev. So Sheepy Kev doing a splendid job. Hey, yo. This is crazy, guys. You should see it. Brad races with a 3-second time penalty. But what will Archie do? Because I don't think he will be able to get that move back here down the straight. Sheepy Kev just has so much straight line speed. Although, here comes Archie. Sheepy Kev used all of his DRS already. Archie down the inside. Is he going to make the overtake? Yes, indeed he is. DRS wide open as he goes back onto the racing line. Leaves enough space for Sheepy Kev to make that corner. But he moves up into P2. Call Me Our Kid making the overtake on Archie. I'm just going to disable my camera real quick, guys. 2 for him. Archie and Call Me Our Kid. 2 for him kind of lost the toe of Archie there. So I don't think he will have the DRS. Archie on the tail. Well, the other Archie, the other McLaren Archie on the tail of 2 for him. And 4-lap old mediums. 2 10s behind 2 for him. Might want to go on board with Sheepy Kev here. Still on the tail of Archie. And will that be an overtake? I don't think so. He's not close enough. Will Askew with a 3-second time penalty for now. Mooi in beeld komen ze. We'll ask you on the tail of the Angry Guns. Angry Guns with a very good race. We might want to have a quick look with the penalties here. 3 seconds for Archie. Here comes Will Askew trying to make the overtake down the inside. Josip is making his way through the field, making the overtake on Archie. And what will 2Form be doing? Because Josip is one of the faster drivers. Will he just let him go through? Doesn't look like it. Sheepy with a 3-second time penalty for now. Josip still on the tail of 2Form. Through the S's they go. And it will not be an overtaking opportunity. Maybe down the straight. And 2Form will have nothing to go up against because Archie is out of the DRS detection. I mean, 2Form is out of the DRS detection. The 1 second DRS. I mean, he's catched up. He's caught up. He's caught up. DRS wide open for all those drivers. Ken dat nog? And Josip has made the overtake on 2Form. Let's go back to Sheepy Kev because now it's a very close battle between Sheepy Kev and Archie. And Brad Race has managed to get the overtake on Jay Clark. Just gonna enable my camera again. My parents were here with the, what's it called? You know, the one that you smash the flies with. JT Jen making the overtake on Dunsby. We kind of missed that. But it's sad to see Dunsby all the way at the back of the grid. He was very competitive last season. Unfortunately, he's not. Hey, het is hier, het is hier, het is hier. Het is hier. Hallo? Hallo, hallo? Ah, come on, man. Okay. We'll ask you on the tail of Angry Guns. It's quite of a close battle up front. I do have to say that. Sheepy Kev 5/10 behind Archie. We've got Angry Guns that will ask you on the tail of Call Me Our Kid. We have got Josip trying to catch up to these guys. Archie with a 3-second time penalty. Not to be mistaken for Archie in P2. 2Form still on the tail of Archie. I think Archie made the overtake on 2Form. And that's where you caught that 3-second time penalty. But now 2Form will have the DRS down the straight. Will it be enough for 2Form? I would say so. It doesn't have too much ERS left. So he needs a good exit coming through this part of the track. Coming through this corner. And he does. But Josip just has so much straight line speed. He doesn't lose any time down the straight. He even gains time down the straight. And 2Form isn't going to benefit from that DRS. I think that Red Bull driver made a mistake. But it's enough for a male driver. Lets everyone go through. Angry Guns. What is he doing? Why is he letting everyone go through? Does he have a broken front wing? Doesn't look like it. Parks it on the line again. He's going to keep 2Form behind him. Is that payback time? I don't think so. I don't think they had any incidents. Why did Angry Guns slow down? Ooh, in the top 5, 4 drivers have 3-second time penalties. That is just unthinkable. That is the kind of... That is not something you need as a racing driver, being in the top 5, a 3-second time penalty. Because it's just going to put you so much back. Josip comes back into the pits. Why does he come into the pits, though? Tire-wise, 7-lap-old mediums? 5-lap-old mediums, even. What tire is he going on? Oh, he's got a broken front wing. Oh, he's going onto the hards. Yeah, that will finish off the race. 50 more laps to go. 2Form on the tail of Angry Guns. I think 2Form will definitely be frustrated with that. Did gain 2 positions. Jay Clark lost 7, but he's got some good race pace. He was all the way at the back of the grid at some point during this race, and Josip once again spills away a race win. Coming around turn 11. We've got a 3-way, 4-way battle right now for P6, as we've got Archie leading the pack and also Archie at the back of the pack. And Archie, the other Archie, makes the overtake on Sheepy Kev. Beautifully done, as you might want to focus on these guys. Dunsby with a 3-second time penalty. Angry Guns down the inside of Archie. That's the corner a little bit too much. It might have been a warning. Why are we seeing this awful? Oh, and 2Form spins it. 2Form spins it coming through that part of the track. I wouldn't say that's a very common place to spin, if I'm being honest. We saw our kid crash there too, but I haven't seen many people crash through turn 12. And both Archies are now right behind each other. Angry Guns did make the overtake on Archie. I mean, the other Archie is 3 seconds behind, and he's getting overtaken by Jake Clark. Archie wanted to come into the pits. I think Jake Clark didn't know that. Kind of went down the inside. Here comes Brad Races. Down the inside of Jake Clark. It's not going to be enough. Coda pick also on the tail of these guys. So it's a 3-way battle for the top 8 and a 2-way battle for the top 6. Also, Sheepy Kev still having a heated battle with Archie. Both drivers having a penalty. But I do have to say something. The guys with a penalty are actually still battling for the positions they're in right now, because Will Askew in P5, he's not going to drop a position due to that penalty because he's 5 seconds ahead of Angry Guns. And even with the more these guys are going to battle, the more of a gap he can make and create, and maybe get another 3-second time penalty. Look at that, it already bumped up to 5 seconds, and they're coming around. How comes you don't race, Thomas? Do you prefer commentating? Good question. So I used to race myself, but kind of got sick of incidents, just racing in general. Let's say you're racing Austin, the lobby glitches. You're at the front of the pack, you drop back to the back of the pack. One of them was Jay Clark. He qualified in P3. He dropped out of the race, couldn't join back, and dropped back to the back of the grid as he now makes a beautiful overtake down the inside, and he does leave enough room for the Aston Martin driver to get past. But yeah, those things. You also have, for example, stupid incidents where you get a penalty for, which should be in no further action, or the other guy doesn't get a penalty, which should be a penalty, which also frustrates me quite a bit. No penalty removals because the game is glitchy, all those kind of things. I just don't agree with a lot of things that league owners and all those guys decide. I also don't want to... Well, I used to have my own league. I kind of stepped away from that just because it's so time consumable. I didn't spend any time with my family. Not that I do now, but I didn't spend any time with my girlfriend. I didn't spend any time with friends. Not that I have friends, but you know. Switched to commentary to Form with a retirement. He's left the session 2 in the pit lane. Not that I've got so much time now, but at least I do it for a good cause. You know, leagues actually need commentators. Leagues, you know, it's a fun thing to do. Commentating, it helps me speak English because obviously English is not my first language. It's Dutch, then it's then it's English, then it's French, and then it's German. So I speak 4 languages, and I'm still trying to, you know, develop all those languages. And my English language develops best when I talk more and more fluently. You can also see the last couple of races I've done. The first few races I've done, the commentator there that I did there was absolutely horrible. But now I kind of getting quite good at it. Sheepy Kev coming into the pits. Not sure what he's done that for. Tyler, 19 positions gained, as we might want to go on board with Sheepy Kev to see what tire he will be going on. Possibly soft tires. He's going on to the mediums. Interesting. Let's switch over to the tires. A Maybach on the medium tires. There's a couple of guys coming into the pits, including Angry Guns and Brad Races. Yeah, Ben, I also have now my own event that I'm organizing with 150 drivers. So it's gonna get quite big, quite busy, and I don't think I've got time. I appreciate that, Ben. Really appreciate that. You know, trying my best. It's become quite fluent these last couple of months. Also because, you know, I do this 3 times a week. I also stream. I also do... I do have to say, no, actually, I made a little mistake. I do race on Sundays, but that's in a league where they don't even have stewards, so they couldn't give me stupid penalties. And those guys, they're way faster than me. I used to be, I'm not gonna say semi-professional, but I used to race in like a esports team, not a big one or something like that. And I used to be the fastest one of my league too. So I used to be fast. I didn't race for about 6 to 9 months. Then I started racing again, and I was the slowest of the field. And I don't have too much time or too much, you know, I don't want... Oh, I think these guys are battling quite heavy here. Dunsby on the tail of Archie. And Dunsby even loses positions. Brad races down the inside right now. The Aston Martin driver making the overtake. What a switchback from the McLaren driver. What a move from Archie on those hard tires. What a way to go into lap 18 out of the 28. These guys are having a heated battle. Dunsby struggling on these 10-lap-old softs. Not sure why he's gone onto the softs for, but Archie has come into the pits, goes on to medium tires, and we could call me our kid MP2 and Tyler MP3, MP1. Will they keep these medium tires? Because the guys behind them, they're gonna use those medium tires, those fresh medium tires, to their advantage. Mostly because, you know, they're a little bit faster and they can create some kind of, well, they can make up for some kind of gap. And that will, that is what they're going to be doing for sure. Archie on the tail of Angry Guns, as we might want to go on board with those guys. Oh, he's really close. Brad races on the tail of Archie. It's really hard to say Archie and Archie. It's just so iconic. Then we got Archie and P2 too. No, Archie and P4. And then we've got Ben, and Ben in the chat, and Ben in the other chat. Oh, it's crazy. Brad, which kind of sounds like Ben. Oh, what was that? What was that? Archie. Oh, that was very, very dirty. That was not okay. That was not okay. Archie just slammed the brakes trying to crash out Brad races. That might definitely be a big penalty, or even a qualifying ban, or whatever. Hopefully he's not going to crash him out now. No, he's not. I don't think it was intentional, actually. I just think he wanted to let him go through because he knew he was faster or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. He just came into the pits too, so not sure what he's done for that for, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. Call me our kid. This has gone onto the soft tires. Tyler will have to do the same. Where is he going to end up in? Before still, but Kodapik is on his tail. Kodapik will have to come into the pits at some point. I don't think he will be able to last these mediums for 10 more laps. Josip has gone on to hards, and he's entered the top 6 again. So, not sure what has happened there, but it was at the back of the grid at some point during this race. Even with, you know, a bad pit stop. Elias, man, I'm done with that X Archie and the other Archie. Mate, it's the 4th time they've given me wing damage and spin me around. That's what someone says in the chat, by the way, guys. I'm not saying that. I'm not gonna say too much about that incident, but I've seen some interesting things before from both the Archies. They've got clean races. They've got clean battles too. I'm not sure. Archie and Archie, and maybe other Archie too. We are watching you. No, this is a joke, guys. Ben says I'm one of the stewards for Div 1, so I'll definitely be looking at that. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's something new. I wanted to say there you go and fair enough, but yeah. Archie on the tail, and now off Sheepycap. Archie also with the fastest lap, 135.5, as the Red Bull driver on 2 lap-old mediums. He's gonna go down the inside. He's backing out of it. Almost went for it. Sheepycap would knock the line through turn 1. Archie, you know, he's got the pace. Let's have a quick look at the penalties. The other Archie gets the 3-second time penalty. Josip making the overtake on Kodapik, so he's entered the top 5. Sheepycap for the awkward line. We might be seeing a switchback from Archie. It won't be enough, I'm afraid. Oh, he's got a good line. He's got a good line. He's got a good line. Sheepycap defending the inside line. Beautifully done by the Welshman. And now he's going to be under attack from behind, isn't he? Yes, he is. Archie down the straight. DRS wide open. It will definitely be a move. 9 more laps to go after this one. Here he goes, Archie. Easy overtake, I do have to say that. Let's go back to Archie, who has just made the overtake on Jay Clark. I don't think Jay Clark will make the overtake before the DRS detection point. Because there's no point in that. Because you won't have DRS down the straight. And you will be eaten up by possibly 3 people. As you can see, Maybank and Angry Guns are quite close to these guys. Here comes Jay Clark down the straight. Both those drivers don't have much ERS left in the tank. I think Maybank has a little bit more. So might want to go on board again with Sheepycap. Maybank with a 3-second time penalty now. He's got 6 seconds in total. So we'll definitely lose a position to Angry Guns. Angry Guns has been very competitive, very consistent with his penalties. Has 0 at this point during the race. And if I'm not mistaken, he had quite a few last week. or in Portimao. It could be totally wrong. Call Me Our Kid on the soft tires at 135.0, which is a great lap if you ask me. Sheepy Kev will have the opportunity to make the overtake pretty soon. Will ask you on the tail of Josip. He will also be possibly making the overtake. The guys at the front of the pack, I mean Tyler, he's not coming to the pits yet, but when he would come into the pits, he is gonna lose 3 positions possibly. 1 to Archie, 1 to Sheepy Kev, 1 to Call Me Our Kid. Call Me Our Kid definitely going onto the soft tires was a great choice. I don't see Tyler coming into the pits anymore because he's just lost so many time. So many times. Does that make sense? So many time. Yeah, I think it does. Many penalties here around Austin. And Will Askew will be able to make the overtake. Abominator DNF'd, really tired from the session, left the session, everything. But he's still on track, so I don't think that's allowed. Here comes Will Askew with the use of DRS. Josip catching that slipstream real quick. Was looking to make the move again, but I don't think he's close enough. He just wants to keep that toe of the Ferrari driver. And that's something you do have every now and then. When you have a long DRS straight, the guy with the DRS, it's just, oh, look at that move from Jay Clark. Beautifully done. He's got the outside line, but I don't think it will be enough. Or will it? Another switchback could work so much time. What did I say? So many time? I don't know. Fair enough. Nobody is perfect. Let's say it like that. Archie did make a beautiful move there with the use of DRS. And I think Jay Clark tried to make the switchback work. But, you know, through that part of the track, you don't usually have too much grip on your tires when you try to make the switchback work. Tyler did come into the pits before. If I were him, I would have kept it. Look at that, Archie. Oh, wait, hold up. We've got a 3-way battle up ahead. So Sheepy Kev finds himself in a Red Bull sandwich. 5/10s behind Archie. 3 seconds for all of them, so I don't think Tyler needs to worry too much. If he can just get past Call Me Our Kid and Sheepy Kev, he just needs to stick it behind Archie. Josip with a 3-second time penalty. That's his first penalty. And he would have been able to get into the top 5. Here comes Sheepy Kev with the use of DRS. Oh, beautiful move there from Sheepy Kev. Archie almost pushes him wide. No, that was Sheepy Kev. My apologies. Oh, Archie down the inside. Why do we have such an awkward cam again? Oh, Sheepy Kev doesn't give up. Sheepy Kev doesn't give up. Look at that move. And we've got a switchback possibly. Oh, and Sheepy Kev loses the back of his car. The rear of his car. Here comes Archie trying to go around the outside. Oh, he's going to get overtaken by Call Me Our Kid. And here he goes. Archie down the inside again. Sheepy Kev getting pushed wide a little bit. And it's definitely a 4-way battle right now. Still 6 more laps to be driven. 7, in matter of fact. This is the 7th. And Call Me Our Kid with the use of DRS makes the overtake. Will it be a Red Bull 1-2? It won't be a Red Bull 1-2 because we have got Tyler up into P3. Sheepy Kev doesn't leave too much room, but right enough for Tyler to make that overtake. Not a good defense by Sheepy Kev, but nothing could have been done anyway because he didn't have the DRS. Call Me Our Kid, 5/10s. I think what the Red Bull team needs to do is just one driver keeping up Tyler and the other one driving away. And in my opinion, that should be Archie driving away and Call Me Our Kid keeping up Tyler. But I don't know. He just needs that DRS to stay in front of Tyler. And then just try and hold him up in Sector 1 and Sector 2. Sector 1 and Sector 3, my apologies. Yeah, that's what I thought. Arcade is not that kind of guy. He's just going to want to win that race. But they're not going to win that race if they cannot hold up the Haas driver. So I don't think that... We've seen it yesterday too on DER. DER race where no, it wasn't yesterday. It was Tuesday. Where the AlphaTauri team didn't work together and neither does the Red Bull team. Now Archie doesn't manage to keep Tyler behind him. What I'm thinking is... It's raining very heavy outside. Let's go back to our Angry Guns. This is trying to make the overtake on Brad Race. Brad Race is kind of a surprising race here. He had an incident earlier as Archie now makes the overtake. Look at that. Archie, goes into the back of Angry Guns. could have been executed a little bit better. In P11, gained 2 positions. And the biggest winner, as of right now, is Tyler. He's going to win this race. Angry Guns slows down to let Archie go past. Archie has to come to the pits on those hard tires. Not sure how long he's been on those tires already. 8 laps. Doesn't make too much sense. The guys at the front of the grid are on soft tires, and Tyler, who's on fresher soft tires, will be able to make the overtake down the straight. He shouldn't be going for the move yet, but he's gonna throw it down the inside anyways. Kit with not too much ERS left. And here he comes. Here he comes, Tyler, down the straight. Make the overtake. Do it. Do it now. And he makes it. A nice job by Tyler there. And what will Kev do? He was a little bit lucky. The guys up ahead were quite lucky getting that DRS from the Williams driver, if I'm not mistaken. Stripper Dave, all the way in P16. It was looking quite good for Stripper Dave, but unfortunately lost quite a bit of time. And is at the back of the grid right now. So the Williams team is not going to score too many points with Shoko all the way in P20, Stripper Dave in P16. And sorry guys, that little fly is annoying me quite a bit. Sheepykev is the only one who's going to be able to make that overtake with the use of DRS, but the grid is spreading out a little bit. Still 4 more laps to be driven, 5 actually. And the only guy who's within 1 second of the guy ahead is Sheepykev. And also Kodapik, apparently. He managed to get quite close to Angry Guns. He's on 2-lap old soft, so that does make sense. And coming around that last corner, he will be able to make that overtake into turn 1. Kodapik, one of the more consistent guys on the grid, I do have to say that. He just manages to get so many positions on the grid when qualifying very bad. Not on the level that Tyler is on, but I mean, look at that, makes the overtake again down the inside. Angry Guns, there's nothing he can do. Maybe a switchback, but he doesn't have the tires compared to the Ferrari driver. Let's go back to the front of the grid. Sheepykev, Archie managed to get back on the tail of Carmier Kid, and this is going to be very spicy. You know, Carmier Kid, he made the overtake down the straight while he should have left. While he should have kept Tyler behind him. And that's not something that Carmier Kid did. He just made the overtake on Archie and just said, Archie, do your job. Keep him behind me keep him behind you for some time so that I'm going to be able to run away. Archie didn't do that. He basically let Tyler go through. Tyler made the overtake on Carmier Kid, and now Carmier Kid is getting chased from behind by his teammate. And I think Archie will play this very strong, very smart. He will have to play this very smart. Just don't get too close to Carmier Kid. Because your tires are going to degrade a little bit better. A little bit more if you're very close to someone due to dirty air. So let's say he's going to keep it quite close to Carmier Kid. I think the tire should be a little bit the same, but he could wait for another 3 more laps. And in that last lap, he can just make the overtake down the straight in Sector 2. And then it will. Carmier Kid won't have any opportunities anymore unless his tires are better. But I think at that point during the race, it's still 3 more laps. I think the medium tires are going to have the benefit over the soft tires. Yeah, Tyler, look at that 5-second gap already. So there's no way that he's going to make that overtake. JT Jen on the tail of Angry Guns makes the overtake down the inside. Beautifully done by JT Jen. Another time where Angry Guns cannot do anything about it. DRS, he doesn't have the DRS. He has an awkward line through turn 1, and that's just the reality of this race. It's been some good racing. It's been Angry Guns trying to make the overtake though. Fastest lap for someone on the hards. Who's on the hards? Who's that? Who had that fastest lap made? Oh, it's Archie on the softs. Oh, that's very interesting. So Archie on the tail of Carmier Kid. He's gonna wait. Like I said, he's just gonna wait. Because otherwise, let's say he makes the overtake right now, it could be that Carmier Kid waits for 2 laps, makes the overtake down the straight, and there's nothing Archie will be able to do unless a little switchback in turn 12, which is going to be that 90 degrees corner at the end of Sector 2. But yeah, that's not the way to go for Archie. That's a risk he shouldn't be taking. And I think it would be better if he just kept it behind Carmier Kid for another couple of laps and then makes the overtake in lap 28, the last sector, where he should be able to make the overtake. Into turn 1 they go, as it will be a very heated battle. Sheepykev not being able to keep the toe of these two. as it will be a little bit of a Red Bull DRS train. You know, they've got 3 drivers from the Red Bull team. Well, basically AlphaTauri is also Red Bull. If you ask me, it's like little Red Bull. Now they're not anymore. Well, they are actually, because their abbreviations are RB. So that means Red Bull, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know for sure. I couldn't tell you. And here comes Archie. Don't make the overtake. He's not going to make the overtake. He's using ERS. Why is he using ERS if he's not going to make the overtake? He is going to make the overtake. Okay, Archie in P2. Call Me Our Kid is not going to play it very smart. If you don't listen to the commentator, you don't listen to the commentator. You do your own racing. And usually, I do have to say that. The guys who don't listen to me end up in the wrong side of the story and lose the position or don't win the race or whatever. Archie is now battling for P2 as look at that gap. 6 seconds from Tyler to Archie. He chose the right time to come to the pits, Tyler. I do have to say that. I thought it was going to be a little bit too late, but the gap he's created right now compared to the medium and the soft tire runners, it's just immense. It's just crazy. And it seems like Call Me Our Kid is struggling a little bit on these 9-lap-old softs. Usually the pit window for the softs are around 9 to 11 laps. We saw someone come into the pits quite early during this race. I think it was lap 10, where he went from the softs to the hards. No, wait, it wasn't, because he didn't start on the softs, but he did come into the pits for softs. If I'm not mistaken, it was an AlphaTauri driver, but I couldn't tell you who it was. Dunsby might have been Dunsby though. Sheepycav has been on medium tires for 2 stints already. Was it someone else? I can't remember actually. Quite a close battle here for P10 actually, as JT Gent caught up to Brad Races. But the biggest battle to be happening here, yeah, that's what I mean. Call Me Our Kid is just gonna play it smart. That's all you can do. And I don't think Archie did the right thing, letting Call Me Our Kid go through, because Call Me Our Kid makes a mistake where he made a mistake earlier. I don't think he's using any assists, if I'm not mistaken. I do have to scroll back a little bit. Ben, I missed up turn 1. Pick up the Bens. 3 Bens in the chat. I'm running no TC now, so he's running no TC. He was struggling a little bit, but it seems like Archie is creating some kind of gap. Will Call Me Our Kid still have the DRS heading into the last lap of this race? Everyone has a penalty except for Tyler up front and Stripper Dave at the back of the grid. He is 34 seconds behind the P15, so he won't be getting anything out of that. But Tyler will win this race if nothing happens to him. Joseph also caught up to Will Askew, so we might be able to see that overtake down the straight. Also, we will be seeing an overtake from JG Gent down the straight on Brad Races, so he will enter the top 10 if I'm not mistaken. If it doesn't have too many penalties. He will enter it anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. And he will even enter the top 9. So looking at the penalties. Here comes Benji. Benji, what am I saying? Call Me Our Kid. Right at the last corner. I don't think it'll be enough. Will he have the DRS even? He does have the DRS. 1 second to... Oh no, Archie. Look at that, Archie. What a gap he had though. Call Me Our Kid only made up 2 tenths. 3 tenths maybe? Yeah, it was 3 tenths, but it's not going to be enough. These softs are done. They're not raceable anymore. Josip, it's not going to get close enough either. And then we've got JT Jen. They're heading into Sector 2 right now, as he's right on the tail of that Aston Martin. And don't make that move yet, though. Patiently wait for the straight, because otherwise, I mean, you're just going to lose a position again. Here he comes down the straight. DRS wide open. Does he have many ERS left? Doesn't look like it. Only 10 more %. But neither does Brad Races. You can see that red light blinking at the back of this car. And our race winner has just come across the line. Tyler, congratulations. Another last to first race win. What a crazy guy he is. Brad Race is trying to make a switchback work. It isn't going to fully work. Josip on the tail of Will Askew. If he has a good line coming through that corner. I think it will be Will Askew running away with that P5. Beautifully done, Josip. A good comeback race. And JT Dent, Jesus, seems to be on for P9. No idea why I said Jesus, by the way, guys. Kodapik, what happened to Kodapik? Did he lag out of the race? Or is he letting everyone go through? No. What is happening? Why is he losing so many positions? Oh, mate, that's so unfortunate. 10-second time penalty exceeding track limits. What happened to Kodapik? 24. Huh? I have no idea what happened to Kodapik there, but it is what it is. I'm just going to remove my camera just to have a quick look at the standings. P11 for Angry Guns. Not a bad result. Tyler with driver of the day, obviously. He went from last to first. We started with the race in the rain. It was intermediate times. And we ended the race in sunshine. Something that happened that happens quite often in the United States. Not sure about Texas. But here we've got our standings. The only driver with 0 penalties together with the guy at the back of the grid, which was Stripper Dave. Tyler in P1 doesn't grab the fastest lap. That fastest lap goes to Archie02 in P13. But here we've got the standings. Tyler in P1, Archie in P2, and Calmier Kid in P3. Further, we've got Sheepy Kev, Will Ask You, Josip, Archie, Clark, JT Gent, and Brad Races, Angry Guns, Maybank, Archie, Kodapik, Dunsby, and then we've got our DNFs. Stripper Dave is still one who did not DNF. And we've got our DNFs, Bobinator, Toeform, and Chasal, and Choco. So that is going to be your results of today. Just going to go back to the front of the grid. And there we go, guys. I would like to thank you for watching this live stream, watching this race, watching this commentary video. I hope you guys liked it. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up. If you liked it, that would help me a little bit. Just letting me know how much you liked the video. If it's a thumbs up, you liked it quite a bit. If it's a thumbs down, please don't do a thumbs down. That would be that would make me sad. But I know people are gonna thumbs down now. I won't even be able to see it, but doesn't matter too much. Guys, thank you very much. My name is Phoebe Thomas. Make sure to check out my socials here. I'm live on the YouTube, but I'm also usually live on Twitch, not for this league, but with my own racing videos, with my own events. So make sure to drop me a follow there too. I've got 517 followers there, as I'm trying to push the 600. So that would be quite nice. Thank you very much, Taylor Gent. Appreciate it. You were racing, so not sure why you were watching. You should race. No, just kidding, mate. Appreciate the watch. And guys, I will catch you next week if I'm there. I hope I'm there. I'm pretty sure I'm there. I should be there. Just checking my agenda real quick. Yeah, I should be there. Yeah, I should be there. No worries, guys. All right, I'll catch you guys next week. Hopefully you like this live stream, and I'll see you guys next week. This was Phoebe Thomas as your commentator. Peace out. Oh, by the way, subscribe. Thank you.